Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. In this video we're going to be going over some of the recent news and also looking at the week ahead in Road to Survival and what we can expect in terms of events, potentially characters on the horizon, and basically things to prepare for in the next week. So first I'm going to go over a couple of items that I didn't really think were like video worthy in themselves, but it's good to just put them into a compilation. There was a player appreciation gift sent out by Scopely, and basically this had a lot of different resources in there, quite a lot of S-class cards, over 500 from Choice Box A, which is the second choice box on the roadmap, and it has got like the higher end cards up to Imani, who was added recently if you didn't realize, and then we have over 500 cards available for the first choice box. Quite a lot of the older characters, but you could be working towards some of these characters anyway. Some trainers, quite a bit of gear as well, and I think there's some energy cans and some food. Yeah, there we go. So a bits and pieces. Do check your offer section and just claim that it's just a free offer. I think it will be in the essentials. No, I think it'll be in the featured section, and it will just say free. Next up, of course, the battle pass was announced. So if you did miss this, I went over this in depth in a video. This was definitely video worthy. If you want to check out that video, you can just check that out just above. These are the 4 characters that are going to be in the grey market. This time around it is going to be Noor, Marcus, Tanya and Shane. So some big characters in there. There are some changes coming and there is a weapon. I did go over it. Some of it's not too positive from my perspective, but when it actually drops we'll know fully how it's going to work. But I think these characters are great, and I definitely would check out the full battle pass video that I did before. Now there's also been a calendar update, and first off I'll say, and if you check in the bottom left hand corner, the cards available for this upcoming week are going to be Shiva as the default reward, but the upper reward in the choice box, which you get less cards off but you have to finish in the top places to get, will be Imani, and those are going to be the characters available. It will be only 5 tournaments where you can get your hands on those, because there are going to be 3 solo level ups where you can get your hands on those cards, as well as a Walker Hordes tournament at the beginning of the week. We have had a Walker Hordes tournament recently. This should follow suit. They haven't announced that it won't, that you will only be able to use 5 stars in this, so do prepare yourselves for that. And there is something called a Dark Harvest raid tournament, and I think this is going to play into the Halloween sort of specials that are going to probably be coming in the next couple of weeks. As you can see, there is a haunted skirmish. This is going to be a multi-week event, and we have got a brand new character on the way by the looks of things. We did kind of predict on my stream that this guy is going to be the first character that's going to be in a wheelchair, just because you can sort of see the handle on the back, and if you've ever pushed someone around in a wheelchair, like that jumped out at me straight away. Like I've pushed people around in wheelchairs before, so I know that's a wheelchair. It does also look like it's going to be a tough character, because that looks like a rifle, the sight there. I think that's going to be a FAMAS in his hands, and obviously it's a dude sitting in a wheelchair. We'll have to find out more. This will probably be announced on the Tuesday, I would assume, if it drops on the Wednesday. And if this character is part of the event, I will get a review out of them as soon as possible. There is also a shorter event starting up just a day later called Hunter's Prey. We do sort of see like a random snake in there, and this is just going to be one of those like where they have week or 2 week events. It'll probably be a farmable roadmap like we have had before, or ones where you get a certain amount for free like Bloodline, and then you have to pay if you want to get more. This is kind of the 1 to 2 week experience on these sort of events. The Haunted Skirmish is probably going to have these pumpkins that you see as the items that you have to gain to get things, most likely. Hopefully there are some more things in the Haunted Skirmish that is kind of Halloween related in some way, be it items, maybe a weapon, or maybe the actual get up of this character himself. As much as we think he's going to be a wheelchair and going to be a tough character, we don't know what his visuals are going to look like other than what we can see so far. Now at the end of the week you can see there's going to be a cross-region war on the 16th of October, and for everyone in 1A regions, this is going to be a War of Champions qualification war, so do make sure you and your faction are ready for this, because this is it. This is you qualifying for War of Champions. There are only 2 qualification CRWs, and the top 50 factions will qualify from 1A regions. So that's just some small highlights of info that we've been given by Scopely and the week ahead of events and tournaments. Personally, out of the cards, I would not mind Shiva or Imani, because I don't have either of these characters, and I'm kind of aiming to get both as S classes now. I didn't really like Shiva for a long time, but now that I've got Lee, even as a 6-star, I can protect that payback specialist ability, which is kind of nice. Now, before I end the video, I did get asked some questions in the last couple of weeks in terms of what defense I did use in the last 5-star Walker Hordes tournament, and it was this defense right here. And it's a full strong team. I have got the Shiva All Out War as my leader. I think she's a great leader. I have promoted her as being a really good 5-star defense leader, just because she gives defense and AP on attack, which is actually kind of hard to come by. It's all melee teammates as well, so you can take fast characters in there, but I've got all strong teammates. And I've gone for the double Michonne. This is the camo Michonne. I know I'm being a bit cheesy here in Walker Hordes, but camouflage is really powerful. I have spread out the rushes as well. One 6 out of 12, so it doesn't go off like as quick. And then the other one, I believe, is 11 out of 12. Right now, there seems to be a bug in the game where I can't actually upgrade it anymore. I think any rush that is higher than 10 just doesn't seem to be wanting to get upgraded. I'm going to have to report that one. And we've got Zeke, of course, the OG. If that buff goes off, my characters have got much higher survivability. It's such a good buff, 60% attack, but the 60% of defense is nuts. And it's continuous. Because it lasts for 4 turns, he's got such a quick rush, he can get that going non-stop. And then we've got another character that's a command who has a really strong rush as well. It's a really good heal. 3 characters get 45% of their max HP for 2 turns. Really, really powerful. But obviously the command means that you can command one of the Michonnes early. And the way it works in Walker Hordes, if you get camouflage go off, none of the walkers can actually move, basically. And you get extra turns to gain AP, to take them down. And that's really useful. If you do want some more information on how Walker Hordes is going to work, I have done an intro guide. I have done multiple streams as well, so you want to check that out on my channel. Walker Hordes can be one of the more enjoyable parts of the game. I know some people don't like the amount of time that you have to put into it, but you can win attacks pretty quickly once you get into the swing of things. And you don't have to change your team every single attack, so it is much quicker than other parts of the game, let's say like Survival Road, for instance. But that is the end of my video, just looking at the week ahead, what tournaments are coming, events, so on and so forth. In around 10 days, we are going to get a brand new Leagues character, possibly another S-class character, so more news to come on that as well when it is dropping. Potentially October could be quite good with the amount of characters that could be coming into the game with high accessibility. Let's hope that some of these characters can change the sort of gameplay for a lot of people. But do give me your thoughts on what's to come. What character out of Shiva and Imani are you most likely going to go for if you do get the choice? That is going to be the end of my video today. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.